mighty hands are guiding me to protect me from what I can't see. Lord, I believe. Lord, I believe that somebody's praying.
I noticed, or a while ago, you mentioned being resource parents. What's one of the biggest needs out there, or here at the both ranches right now? Is it? You want to explain what the resource is and relief?
What resource and relief parents are 1 weekend out of a month. Our house parents, or 2 weekends out of a month, they have to take off. And 1 weekend we have what we call relief parents that come in and they take over the house, and they stay at the house on the ranch and take care of those 8 boys or 8 girls. And they come in, whether it be a church family or whether it be a friend from wherever they came from, whatever it might be, those people commit that they're going to do that once a month. And what we also have are resource parents. And what resource parents are the other month, our kids get to go off and stay with another family off the ranch. Mm-hmm. And what this provides us with is, they get off the ranch and they get to go spend the night and just enjoy like every other kid does.
Yeah.
And just enjoy a weekend staying somewhere else. But what it also provides is basically a second family. We got a little girl that's been with us since she was 7 years old, and she's had the same resource parents the entire time. And when she graduates this year, we're her family.
You mean graduates from high school?
When she graduates from high school
Wow.
this year, she is still ours. We make them 4 promises. We love you. We'll never lie to you. We'll stick with you till you're grown. There's boundaries. Don't cross them. So we promise to stick with her and that she belongs to us now. But the only difference between your kids and our kids is when your kid leaves to go to college, he or she still has her bedroom when she wants to come back home. Well, our little girl that's graduating, fixing to go to college, when she leaves, there's another little girl that's coming in that's going to take her bed, that's going to get the same chance at life that she did. She's always ours, and she's always welcome back. We got a set of house parents that every Christmas they have anywhere from 20 to 25 kids in their house because everybody's coming back. But what these resource parents provide is a second home that when they come back from college, or they still belong to us, but they get to also go have their own room at these people's house that they've kind of grown up with, and they've spent 12 weekends out of the year. And these people that are resource parents make a huge impact in our kids' lives, and we can always use just godly families that welcome our kids in and just further what we're trying to teach them in becoming godly men and women.
One thing, I don't know if you might have mentioned it earlier, but one thing that I think is amazing is none of the ranch, or how do I put this? The ranch doesn't run on any federal or state. This is all from
That's what I was
donations.
Yes, we take no grant money. We are 100% private donations.
So that's how y'all make your rules.
That is, we get to raise our children the way that we know God intended for us to raise our children, and we don't have anyone from the government interfering and telling us that we have to do this and we have to do that. That we get to raise our kids the way that God intended for us to raise our kids, and we don't have to jump through any hoops. We just God's always provided, has for 40 years, and as long as we continue to do what it is He's called us to do, then He will always be faithful as long as we are.
So y'all go strictly on donations?
We go 100% on private donations, and we have a lady that for over 30 years has donated $20 a month for over 30 years, and then we have large corporate people that donate a lot more. But what we have to promise to do is be good stewards with every dime that we get, and we are one of the lowest in the country at overhead and the actual money that is going towards our kids. When people donate to the ranch, they know where the money's going. They never have to question whether it's going to this or to that. It is 100% going towards ranch, and it's going towards what God's called us to do with it.
What? How many kids are here now? How many kids are at the Girls and Boys Ranch now?
We have 132 kids that call BigOak Ranch their home, and that's both kids that are on the ranch at both ranches, and this coming fall we'll have 30 in either college or trade school. And when I was leaving the land and timber business, I had a guy that I worked with said, "Well, man, what else are you going to do besides the ranch?" I said, "Man, you try and put 30 kids through college. Tell me what else you're going to be doing." But we're just blessed. It's the most kids that we have ever had, and we're just blessed that we continue to be able to provide a home for them.
Well, I'm just so glad to hear that you're going to stay in charge and stay with this. I think that's great, Brodie.
Well, thank you, and thank y'all for having me on.
Well, if you want to donate to the ranch or get in touch with anybody at the ranch,
the best way is to go look at our website, bigoak.org, and you can see exactly what it is that we do. You can see stories of kids. You can see how to get involved. You can see different ways to get involved. If you want to support a kid for an entire year, we have what we call the Big 12 Club, which supports one kid for food, clothing, shelter, schooling. It provides that one kid for 1 year. And we just got all different ways for people to get involved, and it's not always financially. It's a lot of times it's like what y'all do. Y'all come out there and y'all help us plant a garden and help us become more self-sufficient and being better stewards with the money that God's provided us with. And that's one thing that we continue to pride ourselves on, is that we try to be as self-sufficient as we possibly can.
Well, we appreciate you coming on and taking time out of your busy day to talk to, to us two.
And, it was great meeting you, Brodie. Great meeting you.
Well, it was nice. It was nice spending some time with y'all, even though you are an Auburn fan. But we sure appreciate it.
Andy over here. I'll be the missionary in this group.
Okay, yeah.
As your dad said.
Yeah. That's what we tell every person. Every one of our kids goes to Auburn.
Yeah. Well, hey, I mean, y'all have kids everywhere in school.
We do. We got them
Auburn,
at
Alabama.
Troy, Alabama, Auburn, Carson-Newman, Gaza State, Jacksonville State. We got them all over the place.
Well, see, these kids wouldn't have had a chance if they hadn't have gotten with y'all.
That's right.
And that's what we provide, and that's what we're BigOak Ranch, a Christian home for children needing a chance.
That's it.
But when it all comes down to it, these kids that have made a conscious decision to change the way that they live and change their life, they're the ones that gave themselves the chance. We provided the opportunity.
That's great. That's great. Thank you, Brodie.
Well, again, we appreciate it. And you can find our show on iTunes, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook. But if you don't even listen to the show or don't visit any of our sponsors, go by and see go visit the BigOak Ranch site at bigoak.org. I'm sure they'll be glad to talk to you.
Absolutely.
Each life somehow touched by your generosity. Little things that you had done, sacrifices you made, they're unnoticed on the earth, but in heaven now proclaim.
Mom, Dad, this is John Croyle from BigOak Ranch. On the day that child was given to you by the Lord, the clock started. In reality, the lifetime you have with your child is actually the 2-minute drill to eternity. Our children are counting on us to show them the way. In our recent book called The 2-Minute Drill, we go over a way to take a young boy and turn him into a man. So many times in today's society, our boys get mixed messages about what a real man looks like. One day, he's going to have a family of his own. He's going to have to stand on his own 2 feet. He's going to have to know what real manhood is, not what society dictates, but what you, as his parent, has taught him. Choose wisely. He's counting on you to show him the way.
To learn more about preparing your child for the 2-minute drill of life, visit bigoak.org/manhood.